You
Got it. Okay, we're ready.
This one. Okay. To remind everybody, these meetings are now being live streamed and recorded. Let's try not to talk over each other during the meeting. Makes it difficult for the notes. And if we ask you to come up to the front, come up and state your name, so we've got that on record also. Having said that, we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order at 6:01. If I ask you to rise and do the Pledge of Allegiance with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Brian Cook, Mike Mitchell, Michael May, Chris Wisher's not here, but he's got a representative.
Michael Onberg.
Michael. Lori Stokas.
Here.
Rachel Titzer.
Present.
Doris Horn.
Present.
Dave Goldenberg. Present. We do have a quorum. We have first agenda, it's approval of the minutes, November 3rd. Does anybody have any questions on those? Have we gotten them?
Mm-hmm. Make a motion to approve the minutes November 3rd, 2025. I'll second that motion.
Seconded by Rachel. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Approval of current bills, November 4th through November 18th. And including
Please.
the supplemental bills that we've all reviewed. And there may be a question or two on those. So I don't know if you want to have some discussion on these first before you go forward.
I looked at all of them.
Are you happy with them?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with them.
Go ahead and make that motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the current bills from November the 4th, 2025 through November the 18th, 2025, including the supplemental bills that we reviewed for the meeting. I'll second that motion.
Motion made by Doris, seconded by Rachel. All in favor?
Aye.
And passes. Treasury report, general operating, $33,735.76. UDH, $75,054.83. Lit, $69,362.39. Public safety, $142,342.46. Public improvement projects, $25,164.07. 1882 venue, $695.67. Community center, $4,893.52. Fire department, $238,722.92. Park, $118,094.95. Facilities operator still running a deficit. Hopefully until next month, we should come out of that. Negative 12,488.59. Opioid settlement 3629.20. Tecumseh Trail $85,662.73. Five project funding report. is. Let's see. Yeah, so I talked right over that, didn't I? Project funding report, I hopped to, I'll come back to the other one. Are there any questions on project fundings?
I haven't really got to review it, so I'm not sure what's changed, what hasn't.
Elaborate if there's any major changes.
I'm sorry, I was
Public
talking Brian.
project funding,
There, since the last meeting, there hasn't been no changes.
no changes, so that would be fine. Go back to budget status report. That's just showing us where we are, how much funds are still remaining. We're close. We'll probably, yeah, we're close. I'll just say it that way right now. And we can have discussions on those at a later point also. Requisition request, that's been updated to include at number 4.
Requisition 4 is completed, but I need the minutes, signed minutes before I can send it in.
We got those. Right there, we need to get some from last minutes,
Okay.
and then that will be updated. Anyway, so no. Brian Cook's not here. Mitchell's not here. Michael May's not here. Residential business wastewater adjustment request. $243.05 for a water leak at 578 North Main. That's the one Don did.
Yeah.
Yes, and they've included pictures and
Yeah.
whatever else he.
I have no questions on it now.
We will entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to adjust the, wastewater adjustment, 578 North Main Street for $243.05 for water leak.
I second that.
Motion by Doris, seconded by Rachel, on favor.
Aye.
Council installation of lease, 115 Possum Lane, lot 35. This is the one, got a little bit of a oops going on, because there's a culvert that needed to be repaired, that I don't believe Brian's not here, so I don't know what was discussed and what wasn't discussed. The attorney, I think, was going to send out a letter, and that has not gone out. So it would come to the wishes of the council as we want to proceed. But that has not, what I understand, that has not been repaired, and he did not know of the repair needing to be made. Without Brian here and Chris here, I can't speak to it.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
Jim Counts? Well, I can show you here. There's nothing wrong with the call. This is after a 12 or 15-foot long limb. And leaves were pulled out of the culvert. So you see anything wrong with the culvert?
I see water's running through there, so.
There's nothing wrong with it. It was just stopped up. And this
No
one,
one probably ever cleaned it out.
I mean, there's the other picture of it.
There's no damage to the culvert at all?
Not that I know of it. Like I said, we pulled up.
You wouldn't know, and I don't know how they would know.
But there's,
Everybody's
They
camera through it.
dig it up, but
Well, it was my understanding previously that part of the culvert was collapsed. And that was the reason that, there was gonna be but I mean, if you're I can't say I've seen it myself, but that was the previous conversation.
Well, the thing about culvert was collapsed.
That's running pretty,
Yeah,
that's running,
Yeah, it's running
I
fine.
tell you what,
that's running
Yeah.
fine.
Cause that, I agree with Rachel, that's what was brought up at that meeting, and, you know, our attorney didn't send the letter out to you, but I mean, the picture right there shows that it was evidently.
I'm of the opinion we just go ahead and move forward.
Yeah,
That's our.
I am too.
I am,
anybody see this, I got it, so,
yeah.
Okay.
that was April the 25th.
if there's an issue, it's on us now.
It's on.
Well, I would think that if a culvert was collapsed,
You,
there would be a hole in the
yes,
road where,
yes.
that's just my opinion.
Okay. So having said all that, we as councils kind of relieving him of that request, since we really didn't know where it came from. And there's no one here to speak other than that. He has, since we're here, he did show us a video showing the water running through the culvert. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with the cancellation of the lease. If the council wants to do that and have James and Victoria sign off. If I have a motion,
Make a motion to approve cancellation of the lease at 115 Possum Lane.
I'll second that.
motion made by Rachel, seconded by Doris, all in favor.
Aye.
Okay. So that is that's passed, so it's now taking place. Have you got their signatures, or you need to get their signatures?
I need to get their signatures. He's got the paperwork so he can sign it, and
If you sign that paperwork,
Well,
give it to Lori.
Yeah.
Well,
that's not,
Oh.
he's not here today.
Okay.
No, but
Okay,
I can take it right back up.
that would be fine. You can bring it back tomorrow or whenever.
Yeah.
That'll work. Okay. Let's transfer now. So you're Hess?
okay. Okay, this is Hess's mom.
That's
He could not be here because he works nights. But the questions that are listed there were asked and he answered positive on all of them.
So the potential leasee says he has read and understands the lease is presented. He has no questions concerning the lease. He understands if he wants to make changes to the property, the request must be received and approved by council first, including cutting down trees and or putting shed, yard, barn, outbuildings on the property. So that has been discussed. He has agreed. If that is acceptable to the council, I would entertain a motion to allow that transfer to go through.
Make a motion to approve the lease agreement for Graham E. Hess at 115 Possum Lane, Lynnville.
I will second that.
Motion by Rachel, second by Doris, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay. Going into old business, and I guess if you guys want to leave, you don't have to.
Thank you, Alderman. No, you can't go. Thanks, yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. We haven't really done anything on the town strategic plan that I can remember. New business, what happened with that, 1882 in-year rental for events.
That was what you asked me to put on.
Oh, why are we not pushing rental? It's just a question for me. Are we pushing rentals? Are we going to be pushing rentals for that building? And
When-
if so, do we need to establish rates and fees?
We will when we redo the floor.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's somewhere in the next month or so, we think.
Well,
Ballpark.
if it's up to me to raise the funds through a fundraiser, you're definitely looking after the first of the year. Because this is kind of just a busy time of the year with our existing.
Okay, so I thought
So-
you already had.
Unless the budget allows for the floor to be replaced without a fundraiser. So those are our choices.
Okay. So we have no fund at this point.
In the 1882 account, I don't know, I mean,
And we don't want to take,
Elsewhere.
we don't want to take it past bonds.
So,
Okay, well, the question's going to be, once we get that done, do we need to
we
establish
do need to
rental
establish rental.
some fees and we need to be thinking about that. And would that rental go through Kayla, through town hall, through Jeff? Do we have any thoughts on how we would do that? Because what I would like to see is when someone comes in and they want to rent the rec building,
I know.
if that's full, we should be able to tell them, well, we got the community center or we got 1882.
It would be nice if there was one person handling all three of the rentals.
There's too much.
It
We
is.
don't know. I know about the rec building, the community center, and now the venue, so.
Everyone agrees with that, so
Yes.
Mhm.
we'll have a talk maybe with Kayla. just
Yeah,
to
maybe,
see.
discuss this with Kayla to see if her interest would be.
Otherwise, it's gonna have to come through here somewhere. I
Yeah,
would assume.
it would come through town hall.
We'll figure it out. That was just on there for questions.
Okay.
Okay, number two, ATVs driven in town. We had a couple of complaints. I guess they're hot rodding through town,
Mhm.
tearing up our streets, doing whatever they want to do.
Mhm.
And I asked Lori to put it on the agenda and to print out any ordinances that might affect it. And I see that there's ordinances in here. I don't know if that matters to us or not. How are we going to go about enforcing, if we want to enforce
Well,
some type of provisions on ATVs?
I did sit there Saturday evening and Sunday, and I went through the video and I went through the one up here in the front of the here and also in the one in the back. And it showed two vehicles with ATVs coming through and they turned,
Mhm.
but never once did you see an ATV, an ATV by itself.
Mhm.
Now, we do have problems with spotters from the cameras,
Mhm.
you know, and also, and I don't understand why, but especially this camera out front here, when it got to be about 10, 11 o'clock, because I wrote down the exact time when they come past on the truck. It's like there's a fog on the camera lens, and all of a sudden everything was just like, you know, how your windshields are. And you couldn't see anything, but you didn't hear anything either. But I did check those two times, and both times, like I said, I checked on this camera and this one back here, and I mean, it's the same time that they turned, and they never got back up here.
And we couldn't identify who they are. Correct.
You could have, if it was an ATV coming through here, but it was the truck with those, and you know, you can stop, pause, and take pictures of it and stuff, but there was never once an ATV by itself coming through here.
They're local.
Yeah, we figured that out.
Yeah, but they're not
We
coming.
probably got a pretty good idea who they are also, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, they were being pulled on the back of a truck? Is
yeah,
that what you mean? Oh, okay.
yeah. They were on a trailer. These
Oh,
people were on a
trailer, okay.
yeah. But you never seen them. You never seen. And I'm like Rachel. I did hear them, but by the time you know you get up, they're gone. You know, on Church Street.
So, what do we want to try to do, if anything, to address it?
Did anybody get with the bank to see if they seen anything on their cameras?
Not that I'm aware of.
I guess my question is, the ordinance we have on the book that Lori has for us is, you know, are the UTVs falling into this category just as the off-road vehicle? And
I
How-
can actually tell you what I found out the difference is. A vehicle that goes 35 miles and under is considered a STV, slow moving vehicle. Anything that goes above 35 and up is an ATV, and you get those from the state, registered through the BMV.
They have to be licensed.
Yes, they do have to be licensed if they go above 35 miles an hour through the state.
And we do
Supposed-
have several of those in town that aren't licensed, correct? As far as we know. We think we do.
I
Razors.
would rather not answer that.
It's just a human question.
Yes, I'm sure there are some that are not registered
So
and
that would then become a town marshal issue
correct.
for state
For state
police
police.
issues that they're coming up and down Main Street, which they don't supposed to be on anyway.
Main Street and 68, they actually can be on, but they have to be licensed and they fall under the state rules. Any of the town roads falls under the town, marshal.
So right now, we really don't have an avenue unless we have the town marshal or if the sheriff happens to be here. What I'm hearing. Unless you run out there and start yelling citizens arrest, citizens arrest. If someone can identify them.
What
Then I
what
guess we
streets
could
in
have a level.
particular are you guys concerned about
All streets.
All of them.
within the town limits?
Yeah.
All-
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a noisy mess and they like doing, they like doing donuts out on our brand new streets now.
In one of
And
them,
it looks
it
as if
shows-
this
yeah,
ordinance is relatively broad. I'd have to dig into it. But, I mean, you can restrict any street or highway posted by order of town council or its designee for non-use of off-road vehicles.
The one in the very
what-
back has the, what they did restrict, the roads that they did.
Right,
restrict.
but I mean, presumably that gives them discretion under the ordinance that they could restrict further streets if they
Yeah.
so chose. Yeah, I don't know the streets that have been selected, but
But again, we really can't do anything unless the town marshal or sheriff is here
says
and
all
captures them.
all law enforcement officers of the town of Lynnville shall have the power and it shall be their duty. Yeah, I mean, enforcement is obviously gonna be,
So there's the problem, how do you
Right.
enforce it? And, you know, I don't know if we can pass some that gives a
I don't
$50
know what's-
reward for anybody turning somebody.
There's
in.
actually times too that they're restricted.
Or what, but, you know,
oh, yeah.
probably
Yeah, 'cause
won't.
We could always amend too, I mean,
Yeah.
depending on what they wanted.
If you look at section 10, it's actually times restricted too.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe,
Well,
To the
but
extent-
I would caption them on the camera if I could have been, that could have been turned over
You can turn
to,
that to Warren
Okay.
County Sheriff.
yeah. But I mean, they did not come through here.
But to do that, we would
They
probably.
did. You maybe didn't look at the right time because I got passed on the S curve. It actually passed me when I was in the middle of the S curve. It went off the road into the gravel, fishtailing, and then fishtailed halfway down Main Street.
Is it a side by side, Rachel?
Yes, it was.
It was this Saturday.
Yeah.
It was, and I sat there and I went from 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
And then, I could tell you exactly what time that
Yeah.
the lens, but I mean, you didn't hear nothing. And there was just those, yeah,
And maybe it turned before it got to First Street. I mean, I could only see, it was dark. I could only see its taillights and see it turning.
I'm wondering if it turned on Second Street going down.
It did not turn on Second though.
Didn't
No.
turn on Second. Well,
So
Okay,
okay.
do we want to investigate a couple more cameras to put out on Main Street? I hate to say that because I don't have the money.
Well, we need some decent I mean, you know, it's like I said, it's just like when it really got cold, or not cold, but darker. Well, it was dark anyway, but it was just like it looks just like your windshield early in the morning when it's all fogged up. And you could tell it, you know, and it's just that was it at the end of it.
I mean, wouldn't that fall under public safety? I mean, there's the fund there for over $142,000 and cameras aren't gonna be.
We do need some decent cameras.
Got that question into the attorney right now. Can I spend public safety money on cameras? Well, I think we can, but.
And
Chris-
talking
Chris,
about
if
public
that-
safety.
he's already got that.
Should I come to the-
Or are you asking me
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, no,
Or-
No, I was just making comment, we've already looked at that.
Oh, okay.
But I can't do anything until the board says, look, their council says we want to move forward, and if we want to move forward and look at getting quotes on a couple of cameras, and I would just need someone to pass that on and tell us to go. And then I can
I
see
will
what
make
we
that
do.
into a motion because we need to spend that money. We could be protecting someone. Cause what we've got now, it only works part-time.
And that would come out of the list.
You know, maybe put them in different
So
angles.
if I can get
Yeah.
permission, if I can get permission to spend money out a little bit, she's gonna make a motion. I'm gonna assume you're gonna second it here in a minute.
Mhm.
We will vote on it, and then I will get some pricing. I'll do the pricing on it and get that together.
Can-
And we'll report back.
Can you specifically say the public safety lit?
Mhm.
Because we have more than one.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Her motion, Doris's motion is to do it through the public
Yes,
safety.
I second that.
And Rachel seconds that.
and you're gonna get the bids.
David will work on getting the bids.
And Sophie.
With Sophie. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
I'll work on that, and then I will come back to the recommendation on cameras, how many?
And whether
She was
positions
just being-
really
I have a
make a
question.
difference.
Did you have something?
Yeah, maybe I
Thought?
should stand up here so I'm.
Yeah.
Annette Lindsay, 303 Oak Street, Lynnville, Indiana. I know we're talking about public safety right now. I have a huge, if there's a way to put these cameras to where they cross some of these intersections, somebody's gonna get killed, and it's just a matter of time. Because they're running the stop sign at Second and Third, and I'm seeing it, they're running this, I mean, they're all over town, they're doing it. And somebody's gonna get killed, and I don't want it to be my grandchild in the future if I have one. I don't want it to be anybody else's child or grandchild either, because there are kids in this that frolic all over town. And I mean, I almost got T-boned the other day, and because when I pull up to the stop sign, I stop there where the hill's at there to the right, and I stopped and was ready to go forward, but they did not stop right by my house.
It's got it the other day there too.
It's getting bad, and I mean, I know that on social media we can talk about it all day long, but I don't know what the answer is. The police, that's why I'm here today. The marshal is more than glad to sit in my front yard in a lawn chair and catch these people, because that is, until the roads are patrolled and they're catching people running stop signs, it's not gonna stop.
No.
And I just, like I said, you've got a grandchild that's gonna be riding a bike one day.
Question
it's
for our
concerning.
town attorney. Let's sit in. If we do this, we put up a camera again, that we can capture a picture. We turn that into the Warwick County Sheriff and have them, will Warwick,
I
do
mean,
you know if Warwick County Sheriff would follow up and actually find them or do anything? Or would they say it's not our problem?
right. I can call them tomorrow and see what they would do with that. I mean, obviously, there are certainly places where, you run a light and they'll catch a photo of your license plate and you'll get a ticket in the mail. So police are able to do that sort of thing.
I guess that's what I'm looking
but
for.
yeah.
If I can come up with that system where we capture the license plate, we automatically send out a fine of $50 or $100 or whatever it happens to be.
And if you can make them to the cameras to where you could place them in certain areas, I think, move it. Like, I know that they use a Hellcat. I think it's one of those great big monstrous things that have you can't do that in Lynnville, obviously, but.
What do you mean, the speed limit sign?
No, they have those great big trucks that they use, like Humvees and stuff, and you can move the truck to the different places and capture. Like they have one in by Gabe's parking lot that stays there all the time. So.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to do that in Lynnville.
No.
I can look at cameras, if that's, again, I can do that as part of the other, not you haven't approved or anything, but I'll come back with the recommendation. Does that sound?
There was 2 kids on a bike the other day, and I mean, we're talking. She missed him by 36 inches, a yardstick.
The thing is, bit good, bit not good. We had the streets all redone. The streets are now smooth. The kids are riding bikes and walking
They
and
are.
skateboarding, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
The traffic's not slowing down.
It's
Mhm.
getting worse.
yeah, it's just a public safety concern, and,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you, Nan.
Thank you for bringing that to us, and we will look into it further. Okay. Any attorney business?
No.
Nothing, Lori?
Yeah. Probably. Sorry, I lost something. My agenda. I had something on there.
Good.
Oh, I was requested to ask for a map for the holiday decorations to go up. He does not want to put them up until he gets confirmation on which pictures to go on which poles.
I have talked with Scott, and Scott is now aware. I can
Okay.
do something. We got, what we got is 16 poles. We've got 4, I call them sunburst starflakes. I don't know what they are. They're sunbursts, I call them. We got 4 of
Snowflake.
those. And then we got 2 snowmen, 2 wreaths, 2 bob to add up to 16. What I asked Scott to do, since we have 4 and I couldn't figure out any other way, put the starburst on the ends, on both ends, and then come in with the soldier and then the tree and then that down this way. Take that, however you did that, turn around and go back that direction with it.
So
it
it won't be the same
won't
thing
be
across.
soldier
Okay,
here,
that was the,
soldier there and soldier down
okay.
there.
That was the specific question that he wanted answered.
Write it down.
Be on paper.
That they're not listening to.
I give them a copy. Scott's got it.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll double check with him again. And I can try to write it down. In that, we did find out we did get this FYI, which I was worried how we were gonna hang those. They actually sent brackets to hang them onto the posts. And they included them.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, those were aluminum or silver, so we had to paint them black, but
Yeah, I know.
we actually got some. And
Mhm.
I thought we were gonna be velcroing them up or something. So that was good news. You can see the tree, just an FYI, you can see we're starting to get the tree stands up. Just make that a quick note. Anything else?
The other thing is, not last week, but the week before, I went through the ILMC, the Annual Training Institute. I have printed out the papers for the different classes, all except for 3 classes because it was interactive and they didn't have. So I have that here in case anybody wants to, because there was like almost a whole day of I computer stuff, AI, sorry, AI and social media, the new regulations for social media for the ADA stuff for the hearing impaired and the
Yeah. I attended
visual.
that class.
Yeah. So
Good luck.
social media, not it. And so there's just a couple other things, what to do with the 1782, which is the once the DLGF accepts our budget, it'll send you guys each of you a email, and it's just what to do after that. So there's some stuff if you guys want to look to see what the classes were about and information. So
Did receive the uh, invoice that the AI class I requested was paid for, but I'm not sure how to access it.
they'll send an email.
Okay.
It usually takes about a week after the class happens, and then they'll email you a link.
Okay.
So that's something that she could forward to me also, and I can go in, or is it
Mhm.
supposedly only one
No,
person?
you can, once we buy a webinar, it's ours.
Yep.
And that was, there's a couple different, I put the upcoming things. There's a lot of stuff coming up in November, December, as in the tree lighting, Breakfast with the Grinch, and that is all on here also.
While we're still with the clerk treasurer, I will mention budgets. We spent a couple hours today looking at that. It's not gonna be pretty next year. We know that. SB one's costing us $16,500.
$16,500.
The attorney fees are costing us a lot of money. I always have to say that. Right now, it looks bleak. You know, I'll just tell you that. We may be, if we would continue to spend like we did this year, which I see no reason why we would, we may have a $30,000 deficit to crawl out of. It's gonna be a lot of fundraising. Hopefully it won't get to that. Maybe we can switch some things around with utilities and public and how we pay some things and blah, 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 but it's not gonna be pretty. So start putting on your whatever's to stop spending until we can figure this out. Any questions?
Nope.
That's our legislature up there. Rachel, do you have anything?
Nope. No. What I think of. Good.
Yeah, silence.
We've got two of them.
Yep, I'm good.
Yours.
Christmas ornament for the town. Are we doing Christmas?
Have what?
The Christmas ornament for the town?
Well, I have one version of it. I'm trying to get a little color added to it. Let's just put it that way. But it's almost ready to go.
Okay.
It is.
Rachel, will this be the third ornament?
Yeah, it'll be the third ornament, and it's the Klusmeyer building. Had to use a little AI on that one to
Find anything?
to redefine the image a little bit. So
Any pictures we have, it's like from 1888, so
yeah,
it kind of is tough to find, to get the color and detail to stand out.
I mean, they did a good job of making the image clear, but I know that she wanted a color at the bottom, and so I'm still working on that part. But yeah, so it'll be complete by the end of the week for sure.
And they did pick up the tree that I had in the garage, the big one. I don't know what they did with it, but they come and got it. So otherwise, I don't have anything.
I did have one more question for the town
Okay.
board.
I don't have anything. Now, this is from.
Okay, sorry. So Spurgeon General Baptist Church, we go on mission trips every year. This year we're going back to Honduras to the Hope House, and we are wanting to have a fundraiser. My question to the town board is there a chance that we could possibly get the community center on a Sunday afternoon? I don't know what the dates are yet. It was going to be based upon your availability, but we would like for the fee to be donated because this is a fundraiser for a mission trip. I don't know, or can we do it 50% off? Or I don't know if this is something. Please talk about it amongst yourselves and give me an answer later.
There is a reduced fee for Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
Okay.
But to actually get it donated for free,
You can't use taxpayers' money, and that's part of
Okay.
taxpayers for that.
But there is a reduced fee on Sundays?
Yes.
Okay.
no, there is a
You
reduced
just
fee
gotta
for
pay
Sunday
that?
afternoon.
Okay. All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Understand. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm looking for a picture of that Kusmar building. I have it here somewhere.
Okay, any other business? Hearing none,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
motion made by Doris, seconded by Rachel, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned at 6:41.
Now you know if you tear this up, that there's no money to buy new.